So today we have Godslove Eloka, also known as NurseLoveOfficial, which I just learned his first name is actual Godslove, which I find is amazing. So
Thank you for that. Thank you.
do you have a nickname or you just go with Godslove?
Godslove. Some people call me GL, and
GL.
yeah, some people call me AJ. So it all depends. It all depends on the crowd, I guess. My close friends call me AJ.
I don't think I'm there yet, but hopefully we can be.
Yes, sir. That's the goal, right? You seem pretty cool, so
I appreciate that. So we could go into it, but first, we were just talking off of the recording that you're Nigerian and you came here how long ago? After high school?
2015. So 8 years ago now. It's gonna be 9 years in October.
Wow. So what was the reasoning why your family moved here, or did you come here on your own?
No, my parents, they had been here since 2004. My dad, he was the first to move here. He migrated here, then my mom, and at the time they didn't want me coming because in their words they said it was too many distractions here. So they said they needed me to finish at least my high school back home, before coming here. And that was what happened.
So it was right after high school is when you came here.
Yes, I graduated high school in 2014 and then came here the following year.
No, that's actually pretty true. I have a few Nigerian friends. I also have like other African friends as well. I can't remember which countries they're from, but every time I went to like their houses and stuff, they're like, there's way too many distractions here in America compared to back home, where like they don't want you hanging out with certain crowds. They want you to focusing on the school.
Yes, sir.
Like, don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Your priority is school. That's what you're gonna do forever.
And what they don't get is like, even back home, if you don't want to be focused, you're not gonna be focused. It's still distractions back there.
Yeah. So you did you go straight into nursing right when you got here?
Yes, I went in, did my prerequisite, and then went straight to nursing school. At first, my first goal was medical school.
That's what I was about to ask. I was like, why didn't you become a doctor? Like all my
other Nigerians. I know, right? Like every other Nigerians.
Doctors, pharmacists, all that.
Lawyers.
Lawyers.
But yeah, that was my initial goal. But then I had like never really worked in the medical field. So I kind of wanted to get my foot into the medical field to even see if I like it,
Yeah.
So I did the community college route. So I got my ADN first, and then when I started working in the hospital, I started off in neuro ICU.
Oh wow! Right off the bat.
Yeah, because I did my practicum there, and I just fell in love with it. So I kind of had a little, I guess I was ahead of the other people, but working with a lot of doctors, I was like, nah. Y'all can have that, because even when I graduated nursing school, I was still like, I went straight into completing my my pre-med courses because I was still on that route. But after working with many doctors, I'm like, this is not the life I want.
It's true. Like I don't want to bash nurses. I have family that are, I'm not nursing, doctors. I don't want to bash them. I have family that are doctors. I have friends that are doctors and all that. But from what I'm seeing, from the quality of life, yeah, you can make a lot of money, but
I agree.
You're there 5 days a week. Sometimes if you even do your fellowships and you get to specialties, you're consulting on the weekend. So where is the free time where you could do things like what you're doing, social media, making businesses, and all that extra stuff? Like, obviously there's people that have that brain capacity to do that, but to go 8, 12, 16 years of school,
that is
to start your life in your like 30s, like your mid 30s, almost 40s, bro, that ain't me.
But yeah, I was like, nah. Yeah, great. I've worked with a lot of great doctors, and they are good at what they do.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. I just don't think I have the patience to be in school for that long.
Oh, that's true, and I could agree with that. Like, I went to NP school, And then after, like, I like doing the clinicals. I hated doing the schoolwork. And so I dropped out with like less than a year left. And I was like, I can't see myself doing it. So why would I finish it, kind of thing?
I believe that.
And then I just couldn't see myself doing it. So like for you, since I know this is a route that I just interviewed someone, his name is Josh. He's a CRNA. He did your same thing where he went the associate's route. And while he was doing like his bachelorate degree, he was already in the ICU, like how you were. And then once he got his bachelor's degree, he started applying to CRNA schools. So he kind of like totally bypassed the med surge, the tele, too much of like the backbreaking work after the ICU to go straight to CRNA school. Was that ever in like your plan? Because I'm assuming your parents were like, you got to go further than a bachelor's degree or associate's degree.
Yes. To this day, my dad is still on my neck about it, but I already told him, bro, like, you know, this is my life and this is the route I'm choosing for me. But yes, CRNA was gonna be my next bet, you know. It might still happen. I doubt it, but you know, it's still an idea. But right now, I'm not like working towards it or anything. But that is not to say I won't in the future.
Oh, for sure. And I see you're a travel ICU nurse. Have you been a travel nurse for a while?
Yes, I've been traveling since I believe 2021.
Oh, nice.
During COVID, that was one of the reasons why I started traveling.
Making that big money.
I had to jump on the opportunity.
So where were you first starting your nursing career? And then
in Alabama, Mobile.
In Alabama, okay.
Right.
And then Mobile, Alabama. Actually, I heard of that place. But then when you did your first travel contract, where did you go?
LA.
Oh dang, you just booked it. Let's go.
Yeah, I went across the coast. But yeah, I was in how about UCLA?
Okay.
For like 3 months for my first assignment.
And did you stay there for a while, or you went like another job hopping again?
I went from there, and then I came home for like a month, and then went to Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. There's a lot of Nigerians in Maryland.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot
in Baltimore.
There's a lot.
Yeah, man.
All my Nigerian friends from New York, they actually all moved to Maryland.
To Maryland. Why though? Well, I can see why New York is hella crowded.
Oh, it is. But they said they wanted to be like even some of the doctors, some of the nurses that are Nigerian here, they left to like the Maryland, Baltimore area. And I think they were just saying they wanted to be more around their culture and more around the people, which I get. But then like I also see like from the Filipinos aspect, some of us just don't even want to be around too many of our own. You're like, damn, we all look alike out here.
Like I need some diversity.
Let me be a little bit different somewhere.
Yes, sir. I feel that.
So are you in Baltimore now, or
no? Currently, I'm home. I'm in Alabama right now.
Oh, you're back in Alabama.
Yes.
Are you still working in the ICUs there, or?
Yes, so right now I'm in float pool ICU, like ICU float pool. So I pretty much work all over the hospital. Sometimes they float me to the ED or med surge. I know I hate those two places.
Yeah, after being an ICU nurse for so long, like, dang, now I got to do this.
I gotta do this, bro. But yeah, so I have it's float pool, which kind of makes your schedule flexible. You pretty much work whenever you want to, and that is, that I like that because I'm able to jump on like a travel gig, come back, still have a job while still running my business and stuff like that.
So right now your float pool job is like a kind of like a per diem job?
Pretty much. I don't go in unless I tell them I want to come in.
Oh, that's dope. So you're still able to do the travel like you said and still focus on your business. And do you plan to do a lot of like travel contracts still?
Right now, no. Just because the last travel contract I had not started my business then. So now that I have started it, is kind of harder for me because my garage is literally my warehouse. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like moving everything for like 3 months and then moving back. It's just a lot.
No, that's what I want to get into now, because the ICU nurse stuff, everyone can already relate to that. So I've been watching you for a while. I've been following on like my other Instagram before I made my nursing one, and then I was watching you're doing your inventory and stuff like. I was like, that's his garage.
Yeah.
And the thing that's really cool that I'm like super supportive of is that like when you're doing something that not a lot of other people are doing, you made like a scrub brand, which is really dope, because
that's actually what I have on. This is the sweatshirt.
Yeah, I love it, because like, so when like fitness became big on YouTube or whatever, a lot of people started making their own brands and doing really big things with their platform. And with you having almost 250,000 followers just on Instagram, I haven't even looked at TikTok yet, and I know you also have like a YouTube channel. You're doing same thing just on the nursing end with fitness as well. So like I think you're the only person I know with like a social media following that made their own brand for scrubs, which I think is genius.
I appreciate that.
like everyone's always just trying to get like the what is it, sponsorships or affiliates, but you became your own thing, and that is huge. And so it's called GMA brand.
Yes, sir.
And what does GMA mean to you?
So basically, the G is my name, Godslove Medical Apparels.
Damn, I like that. So easy. I like that.
Yes, sir. You know, like there's this saying that I go by, right? It's like, if you don't promote yourself, right, who is gonna promote you? You know what I'm saying?
True.
So that's why I'm always like, you know, instead of me out here, which every now and then, don't get me wrong, I still take like brand deals, but like for the most part, promoting my brand is my priority.
No, as it should be, because I've been talking with a lot of other, I guess, to be honest, you're the biggest following person that I've had on here, but a lot of people have pretty solid followings, and everyone that has a big following and actually making decent money outside of their nurse job has a personal brand, whether it's their name and their face, or your name, your face, and your scrub company. And if you're not promoting it yourself, you're doing yourself a disservice, especially like you have a crazy following where you reach a ton of people, where you can help people with your relatable content while wearing your own scrubs, while showing that how it looks on you, how it looks on other people. Like, that is genius marketing.
Thank you. Thanks.
So before you, let's backtrack. Before you started your company,
yes,
how did you start your Instagram? Like, was it always like nursing content?
No, it was just a regular old, you know, Instagram where I just chat and follow friends. But before I started the whole social media thing, at first I was not sure what the heck I wanted to talk about, because I was big into fitness, but then it was like everybody was doing fitness, you know what I'm saying? And I was on this travel contract in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yes, this was back in 2022, like during the summer, and I did ICU step down for the contract, and that was the easiest assignment I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? And I worked night shift, so it's like I had like a bunch of time in my hands. You know what I'm saying? So I was on my break one time, and I went in this vacant room and did this goofy video that I didn't expect to do any numbers, you know, on TikTok. And the next day it had like 40,000 views, you know, like with like 5,000 likes. And I was like, And mind you, I had like less than 100 followers at the time on TikTok. So it went up to like almost 1,000. So I was like, so this is what you guys like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that was it for me. So from then onward to this day, I had made sure to post at least two to 10 items every single day. Cause it's like every time I go to work.
You're making me feel bad about what I do with 2 to 3. I thought I was doing a big, like, oh, I'm doing 2 to 3 a day. And you're like, nah, like
I've
2,
had
but kind of 10.
Yeah. I've had a day where I posted like 20 a day. And I was like, people are gonna be sick of me, you know what I'm saying? But like you just have to keep putting stuff out there, especially
that's how you get your face out there, because that's how you flood people's timeline. Like, oh, I gotta watch what he's doing because I see him so much now.
So much, yeah. And then some people might find you annoying and unfollow you, which it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But yeah, so I started that on TikTok, and for like a while, like 5 months, I was only posting on TikTok. And then somebody was like, why don't you post it on Instagram? Some people don't even use TikTok, they prefer Instagram. So I was like, why not? It's the same content. So all I had to do was just move them over to Instagram.
That's true. So I just opened up your TikTok. You have more followers on Instagram.
It wasn't always like that. At one point they were head on head. I think when it was like 145, both of them were 145 at the same time.
I wonder why that is. Is it because like I guess the older nurses are on Instagram and not on TikTok?
I believe so. And Instagram has it has like an upper hand over TikTok, in the sense that whenever you post on Instagram, most times they recommend it on Facebook as well.
That's true.
So it's like you're getting exposure from both platforms.
That's what I've been confused about. So I'm nowhere near the following you have. Like, I have 23,000 subs on YouTube.
That's Instagram, good.
But that's like a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of it was before I changed it to nursing, finance, business content. I used to do a lot of stock and crypto technical analysis and trading, and that's what people really liked.
Followed
me for. But then it really burnt me out reading charts to people and doing that. And then I was like, I find this, like what we're doing right now, I find this 10 times more fun, 100 times more fun. Because first, we have the same job. We both have businesses outside of nursing. I have like real estate. I'm trying to do YouTube again. And you have your stuff where I could pick your brain. And if you want, you could pick my brain. And then like it's a networking thing where it's like, damn, this is like dope. We have the same background. We weren't business college people. We have like the nursing college, but we're doing dope stuff outside. But but like, so back to it. Instagram, I only got like almost 6,000 followers, but TikTok, I have like 100. I was like, I'm like posting the same things. I'm like, what is going on? How come I can't grow both? Like, I don't understand it. I'll just keep posting until something blows up.
Something happens. TikTok can be tricky sometimes.
But maybe I got to do what you do, just post like 20 times in a day.
You just got to bombard them with content, And
so I noticed, I watch your stories a lot. You film like 20 a day, like 10 to 20 a day.
So what I do is I usually shoot like once a week. Okay. So like what I do is like I pick a day of the week. Most times it's usually like on a Monday, but I just had to do it yesterday because I hadn't done it this whole week. But yeah, every time I shoot, like my goal is usually from 30 to 60 videos in one day, and then it takes me 4 to 5 hours every single day. But yesterday I was just so tired because I had a long day, and then I had to get some rest for this.
Now this is a very chill thing. You could have kept working through, man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, which I'm glad I did. I'm glad we're having this conversation. But yes, so I usually shoot like a lot of videos to cover for at least 2 weeks, just in case I'm not able to, shoot it following week. Because if you go on my draft now, I have like 300 plus unposted, items.
Oh dang! You don't like schedule your posts? Or you just
I do sometimes on Instagram, because that's the only place you can really schedule your posts, at least as of now that I know of. Is Instagram and Facebook. So I do that every now and then. But TikTok, you have to actually manually,
it's so annoying, and like the autocorrect on TikTok gets really.
Right.
I'm like, why did it say that?
Sometimes I'll go back and watch my video. I'm like, I did not say that.
It's true. I think that's why sometimes I stop posting on TikTok for a little bit. I'm like, why is it autocorrecting to words that aren't even words? Or
yeah, it don't make no sense.
So but wait, you batch your content on one day to get like 2 weeks ahead.
Yes, I always try to stay at least 2 weeks ahead.
That's amazing, and that's also insane.
That way, if I'm not able to shoot the following week, I'm not like in a bind, and I'm not leaving my audience, without content. But then I also try to shoot that following week. So it's like, so when I shoot that following week and I still have like 2 weeks worth of content, so now it's like I have 3 weeks worth of content. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep like piling them up, and you never know when you're gonna just, you don't have nothing to post, and you just go back to your draft and you find something.
That's true. Like if you get burnt out from doing it, or you're tired, you get sick, at least you have something to post.
Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it does feel like a job.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like so are these the ones you're filming with you in it, or you're also counting like the memes and the stuff that you're posting as well?
We made in it. So the other memes and every other, like those other little ones, those are like back. At first, it used to be like a backup, but now I kind of try to mingle it in there.
No, that's really good, because I'm not gonna lie. Like I looked at your stuff and I looked at a few other people that like accounts are big. I was like, how did they do this? And then I started putting memes, and then I started putting my face memes. Yeah. Now at least I have like this stuff where I could get shorts out of this whenever I release this, and I could have these like the podcast stuff.
Yeah.
But the relatable meme content or laughing content is what definitely grows the account, because I'm almost at 6,000 with just only a few months in on Instagram.
People like to laugh.
Yeah, people like to laugh, especially like us nurses, where we have like just a lot of trauma-filled days where we just want to laugh about the stupid things that we go through that all the other like medical professionals could like see.
Yeah. Sometimes, sometimes you get backlash because, of course, not everybody is gonna like your stuff. At least not everything you post. When I started off, that was one of my biggest issues, I guess. Because I was like, wait, why am I being attacked? It was just a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, I posted a few like that where it's like I posted a few. I have like 1 or 2 posts that hit like a few million views, and it's like getting like attacked. I'm getting attacked for a meme, like a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens a lot.
Why would you say that to a doctor? Why would you say that to someone else? I didn't say any of that. You guys are stupid. It's literally a meme. But then, like, so for you have a big following, and obviously something had to like flip a switch in your head when you started getting like hate comments and all that. How did you block that out?
So it got to a point where when the more I filmed and posted stuff and engaged with my audience, the more I kind of, got an idea how the algorithm work. So even when I'm getting like hate comments, I see it as nothing but engagement. If they're not talking about it, your video or your post is not gonna do numbers.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? So I had to think of it that way. And just don't let it get to me. I'm like, this person, I don't even know this person. Why should their opinion affect my day? You know what I'm saying?
No, that's like 100% true, because it took me a while to get to that mindset too, until someone told me the same, like a similar thing, that even if someone's like hating on your content, they're still like, even if they're like going back and forth with someone or back and forth with you, that's
boosting shit
engagement. That's gonna Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, YouTube, they're gonna keep sending people to it because it's keeping people on their platform watching your stuff. Like, wow, why didn't I think of that at first. But then I also don't always want to make like controversial.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
But it is good. But yeah,
because some of crazy thing is like some of my, which I don't really think I post controversial content, but like, you know, to each their own. But most of my viral videos or viral posts have been stuff like that.
Yeah,
because it's like when I first started, I would always try to go back and like kind of defend myself with them, like go back and forth with them. You know, I don't do that anymore. It's like people like actually doing the defending for me. You know what I'm saying? And with that happening like that, is keep boosting your content. Every now and then I just comment like a sentence or something. Because I had one I had just posted like a couple days ago. And I don't know if you saw it, but I was like, you know, when it takes like five people with a Hoyer lift to transfer a patient.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, from bed to a chair, and then 5 minutes they want to go back. So I have posted and somebody like got really mad about it. Excuse me. So somebody got really mad about it. And they had made a comment saying, you know, they were going back and forth with somebody. And they told that person, like, you know, if they find out where I work, they're going to send that video to HR. And I was like, really? You know what I'm saying? So that one I commented. I was like, yo, do you want me to send you their address and phone number?
Look, you know, I like that. Like, I like that we should defend ourselves to an extent. Obviously, we don't want to get fired from our jobs, but also we're like, from the stuff you're doing, you're not at the hospital. You're in your room. It looks like
I'm literally in the same room. This is where I run my business out of. This is where I shoot my content. Where I'm talking to you right now, because I have this separate room in my house where I use for all of that.
Yeah, and then it's like you're doing it there. You're not doing it on company time. You're not doing it in the hospital. There's no way for people to even know which hospital you work at.
Exactly.
So it's like you're allowed, in my opinion, you're allowed to have like the thoughts that we have as nurses when we do that. Because you already know, you wouldn't have made the meme if that hasn't happened to you.
Exactly. And if you don't relate to it, that means it's not for you.
100%.
Right?
No, that's why I love your stuff, man, because like it's a lot of the thoughts that we all go through, especially like as male nurses, right? We're asked to do like the lifting and do all that stuff. And then especially like the Hoyer lifting, or you just got someone to the chair, then all of a sudden, oh, we want to get back to the bed. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know, man. You just got here. Let me at least do a few other tasks out here.
Right. I'll come back to you. But yes,
super funny. So like outside of all the funny stuff that you already do, because we could talk about that all day. When did you start the scrub company, and what made you want to start it?
I had the thought. It has been a work in progress years before I even got into the social media world. You know, I was just a nurse, and I just found personally I like my scrubs to be fitted, but at the same time I don't want them to be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So at the time I couldn't I was using Janu because that was like the closest thing to the kind of fit that I liked. And I was like, what if I create one? And I did reach out to somebody that could, you know, give me what I wanted. So I created one, but just for me, for my personal use. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I started like shooting the whole video thing, I was just wearing whatever I could lay my hand on, like mostly the one that I designed for myself. And of course the Janu at the time. And people got curious. They kept asking me, you know, they like how it fitted. They were asking me where they could get it from, where I got it from. And for the longest, I pushing people to Janu. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Without you getting like a kickback from it.
Right. So, it got to a point where I was like, why don't I just make mine? Because I have been thinking about it. I've been writing it down since 2020. So I was like fresh new note. Yeah.
Dang.
And it didn't really, it didn't actualize until last year.
Wow.
When I had everything, because I had to basically find the right manufacturer. It was a whole lot of back and forth before I finally got the one that I wanted. But I launched last August.
That's awesome.
And, yeah.
How long did it take you to find the right manufacturer for the fit?
So it was a little bit of on and off, just because I was working, traveling a lot, all of that. But altogether, I'll probably say like 6 months before I found the right. Yeah, because while I was on that assignment in Shreveport, I was still going back and forth with them. They were sending me samples. I was trying them on. I'd be like, I don't like this. I don't like how this fit here. And I finally found the right one. And it's a lot when you're doing everything by yourself. So it took me longer because I take my own pictures. I do my own editing. I created my own website. You know what I'm saying? All of that, it takes time. But yeah.
So I can relate to the whole one-man band thing, dude. Like it's tough out here doing
it. Is, man. It is.
Like I do the same thing, all the editing myself, even though now I luckily the software I use for my videos, I could use AI to help me edit a lot of stuff. So that helps. But for I have a rental property business. I do everything myself other than like a property manager. For my YouTube, I'm doing everything myself.
Yes,
for like social media, doing everything myself. Like it hurts. Like you only have so many hours. I know when you said like you're tired, I get it, but like we're also at that point where like something's moving and it's not going to move without us. So
facts. And the good thing though is when you look back at it, you're like, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a satisfying feeling.
It is. So I'm assuming that your manufacturer is overseas somewhere.
Correct.
So I'm guessing time zones also played a huge factor into figuring out like how to talk to people, when to talk to people, and I'm sure schedules didn't align the right ways.
Correct. I had to stay up, longer than I wanna. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fun.
So when I'm also going to assume for all the samples that you get, it's not free. So a lot of money is coming out of your pocket to find this manufacturer that's going to make it the way you want it.
Correct.
And if they don't make it the way you want it, you still have to pay for it to an extent. So,
and for some reason, the samples cost more than the actual, like when you're actually doing like your mass production.
That's wild.
It costs more. But it's all part of the process.
So, you probably LLC'd this because it probably right. GMA brand.
I did that.
But before that, everything was coming out of your own pocket from your travel contracts, kind of thing. You're just like, I gotta start it. Let's see where it goes. And you said it's been in works for like 4 years, 5 years,
4 years now.
4 years. And literally no other partners in this, just you?
That's me. I got the LLC in 2022. So I just got it and just
sat on it.
Yeah. And like I was saying, I had to get all the bank accounts, all of that. I had to get all of that set up before I actually launched. Because I didn't wanna mingle
your money.
Yeah, that was not gonna be good.
Yeah, that's true. And your accountant probably must be really happy that you didn't do that, because that stuff could get not shady. It could get pretty blurred really quick, and then you don't want that audit coming in.
Right.
So since you started this yourself, how did you get, other than like social media and people seeing it, did your friends, family that are in the medical field support you?
Yes, my dad, he's a lab technologist. He was one of the very first people that bought from me. Even though I told him he didn't have to pay me, but he insisted on doing so, and which I appreciate him for that. And also, one of my best friends, he used to live here, but he now lives in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
So he had me ship him some, and he paid for it. So yes, they've been very supportive. And all my models, the people that I take pictures of, they are all my friends, you know.
That's good.
So everybody, it's been like even though it's a one-man thing, but in a way, it's been like, I appreciate the support I've been getting from my friends.
Now, I'm actually really happy you said that, because I've talked about it with a few other people on the podcast where we all started businesses and all that. And depending on what the business is, or like your closest friends or the people you work with, they don't always support you, or they all like look at you like, what are you doing?
What
Like,
are you doing?
why would you do that when we have Janu right here, or Cherokee right here, or whatever other company?
Yeah.
Why would you do that when we could just buy this, knowing that this is the fit I want, instead of supporting my friend like you, my friend like you? I want to make sure you're doing well, so let me pay you to
continue to do well.
Yeah, to continue to do well. Why pay some other dude? How much is Scrubs right now? $28.80. Why pay someone else $30 when I could support
twice of that?
Right? Like, like I'll never understand that mindset where friends, family don't support someone.
And it's way too common that I would like it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody that I was close to one time even said to me, he was like, if you don't go where you can go bankrupt, right? You can file for bankruptcy. I'm like,
that's not the plan.
Like, why would you be telling me that? But it's whatever. I know the plans I have, for my brand, and I know it's gonna happen.
And I'm assuming, because it took you got the LLC 2 years after the idea started. You didn't launch till another 2 years after you got the LLC. So you made a plan somewhere along the line there, where I'm also gonna just assume that you didn't over leverage yourself, where you're like, oh, if it fails, I'm fucked, like I'm gonna assume you had 4 years to make a plan to be like, this is what I'm willing to lose, but I'm also willing to lose this in hopes that if I stick to the plan, it's gonna like boost me to a different percentile. So like what you were just talking about, when someone like messaged you like, oh, if you fail, that obviously we took account for it, but that's not the plan.
That's not the plan, correct? At least if you will never know until you try. Mm-hmm. What if I never started? And who knows? This might be the next fix or Janu.
100%. Like, who knows? And this is just you right now. It's just you. Imagine when the demand goes so high where you can't do it out of your garage anymore. like it's such a small business now, but I'm sure you're making some money off of it. I'm assuming you're making good money off of it, because from what I'm looking at from your stories and stuff. So like, imagine when it becomes more than just you, and then you start hiring people, probably make that LLC into a S corp and get even more tax write-offs.
Yes, sir.
like why? And then the question that I'm assuming that makes you keep going further: why, like you said, why can't I be the next Figs? Why can't I be the next Cherokee or whatever there is out there?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna also just say, like, you're probably not staying stagnant with the material that you're having. You're probably just gonna get better over time. More money comes in, the better quality, better overall.
That's the goal.
But like what you're doing is really awesome, dude. Like I'm like I said before, like I'm really happy that that I'm able to talk to you, because you don't see a lot of entrepreneurial nurses out there. Like a lot of people that I know, they did what I did. They go into like real estate, like something
Yeah,
secure to an extent. Like your money can be taken out. You could sell the house
and
or
get it
whatever
back.
and get it back, or get a percentage of it back. But you're like actually ground up business where there is a lot at risk, but you're also doubling down on the niche that you have on social media, which not a lot of people, I feel like, do.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
and
And that was actually that was one of the, because I had one of my friend, he lives in Dallas,
Mhm,
and he's been on me since the one, since I told him about starting the business, and then he's been watching my growth on social media. Every single time he's like, bro, you are really just growing like at a rate like that we didn't expect. And he's like, and these are the people that that need what I'm about to produce. What am I
mhm.
waiting for? So that kind of pushed me. And I think when I launched it, I was still under 100K. And the day that I launched my business was the day that I hit 100K.
Oh dang, 100K followers.
Yes, on Instagram.
Dang.
So since then, it's just been, you know,
So in like a year, pretty much, you've grown another 144,000 followers.
where it will be a year in August.
Oh dang,
So it's like what, 6 months or somewhere around there.
that's amazing. That
Yes.
is, but that you said you're probably treating social media like a job, like you said.
Yes.
The amount of posts that you do.
Yeah. And I post mostly on Sundays. So today you already know I'm gonna be posting like crazy. I haven't posted any just yet. But yes, most of my, because you have to already always like study your analytics, and you
Mhm.
see when most of your audience are active, what days they are mostly active. For some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but most people are usually active on Sundays.
Mhm.
So those are like the best days for me to dump content.
So let's go to the content strategy for you, because obviously that's what I want. I want a lot of followers. I want to be able to make an impact somewhere
Yes, sir.
and get my own like name brand kind of thing.
And I like
So,
what you're doing, by the way.
oh,
Just I want you to know that I like
thanks, man.
that.
I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Trying out here, trying to be a little bit different.
Yes, sir. I like that.
Um, so since Sundays are your best days for
Yes.
content, do you specifically choose certain videos to put out on Sunday, or
Um, Not necessarily. Because most of my videos
Mhm.
are literally my videos. For some reason, I post them first on TikTok, probably because I use the platform to shoot most of my video.
Yeah.
So I'm just pulling whatever is next from the last time that I posted from. So like on TikTok now, I'm like, Instagram is like a week behind on TikTok in terms of content. So I'm not like picking and choosing what videos to post on Sundays. I just go back to the last one that I had pulled from TikTok to Instagram, and then just pull from there.
Do you think, well, I noticed that on your videos, like if you're pulling from TikTok, I noticed that yours don't have the TikTok watermark.
Watermark. Yes,
So
you do not want that.
yeah, because I'm sure Instagram doesn't want to see that, and I'm sure TikTok
Right.
doesn't want to see Instagram on it. How do you pull it?
I have there's this app called Snaptic
Oh yeah, okay. So you just put it on there. You do it on your phone, or you do it on your desktop?
on my phone.
Okay.
Everything is on my phone.
So I got to
You know.
do that again, because yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's why I'm messing up.
That is, they don't like seeing any form of watermark, so you don't want to. Because if I used to go as far as change, like typing the word, changing it and using Instagram format. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Just don't even use the whole TikTok writing font. But then I noticed it wasn't really making any difference. So I don't know if you noticed, but I stopped using it. So when I post my stuff from TikTok, it still has the font, at least for the writing, from TikTok to Instagram, and just without the watermark. It saves you extra couple of seconds or minutes trying to retype everything that
So that makes sense. So just make sure there's no watermark, and then
you're good.
Maybe that's why I'm not getting followers, man. They're like, nah, this guy just pulling from his Instagram and throwing on here. But
Snaptic is and they just upgraded to where you can do it for Instagram, like vice versa. You can actually just copy your link from Instagram and paste it on there. It will download the video without the watermark.
Damn. All right. You're dropping gems out here, man.
Yeah, man, happy to help.
Because if my TikTok starts blowing up because of this,
yeah, that is important. They don't like saying that.
So social media obviously is changing your life, right? Because you're able to make a brand. Have you had brand deals?
Yes, I have, and I've had to turn down a couple because they conflict with my brand. Like I told you, my number one priority is my brand.
So I'm guessing other scrub companies reached out to you to be like
big names, but I had to just, because I can't be out there contradicting myself. You know what I'm saying?
And competing with yourself for a little extra cash, which. Right. No, I dig that, because I do see a lot of people where they'll take brand deals and they'll say they're partners with one scrub company, but they're also, the next post is like, oh, use my link for this scrub company. Yeah. And I'm like I get the money grab thing. Like everyone wants to make a few extra bucks, but I think at some point there's going to be a loyalty concept where people are like, so who are you? What are your values? Especially when you get to a certain level, like where you're almost at that 250,000 follower mark. It's only a matter of time before you get to like 1 million, and then you're really out there,
Yes, sir. So, but yeah, I've had to, just not can do, or I just don't respond to their message at all.
Dang. Dude, you don't have to tell me you don't have to tell me numbers, but do they throw numbers at you to be like, we'll pay you X amount for?
Usually they ask for your number, and I tell them, and they are usually ready for it. Cause I tend to charge a little lower, surprisingly, because I do like some research or what you should be charging with this amount of followers. Yes. And the numbers that they're telling me that I should be charging, it scares me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
like it's that much money that it scares you.
Right. I'm like, I can't tell people this. They're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? At least if somebody told me to pay them that much, I'd be like, what are you smoking? But apparently that is what they said I should be. So I literally just cut it into half.
Oh dang. You know what? I think it's just because you're probably a really nice guy. You have like a heart in there.
And my friend told me that I need to be giving them that number, because he was like, after all, social media is not like my primary job, that I should treat it like a hobby. And if they're with it, they're gonna pay that. But yeah, those names, the scrub brands, they were willing to pay for it, but I just didn't want to conflict myself.
No, I was recently doing an interview with another person. I'm not going to drop names, but another big scrub company contacted like a friend of the person I interviewed, and they were offering like high 6 figures just to promote the scrub company. And I'm like, and then like I looked at this person's Instagram, they're hardly in scrubs. I was like, they're paying this guy like hundreds of thousands of dollars to 1 or 2 posts a month. I was like,
that was the same, it was the same kind of deal with me, because they want you to post they want you to be basically an ambassador. So where every month they send you a couple pairs and you just post, and that's it.
And they'll still pay you as long as you post about it. Holy.
if I was strictly an influencer without my own brand, then sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I'm building something that I see that is bigger than whatever they want to pay me now.
I respect that a lot, but I'm also jealous of the people that are making like shit ton of money like that. Holy crap, dude! because obviously you'll get a lot of the revenue because it's your company. You get to see it grow. You get that's your baby, like you said. What we were talking about before. You get to look back at where it started and where it's gonna be, where it is now, and where it's gonna be. So you have a vision for it. So
you take all the risk and you get all the rewards.
100%. That's what I got from your Instagram too. Like Instagram, TikTok. Like this guy is putting his best foot forward, and he's really pushing his own brand, pushing your own face as the face is the brand.
The brand, yes, sir. And I also have Facebook too. That I started recently last summer.
Mm-hmm.
So on there now I have 97,000 followers.
Oh dang!
So it's like
you're really putting you're really taking advantage of like the meta platform of Facebook, Instagram, and then obviously TikTok. Even though it's like a week behind or something, but it's still a shit ton of followers. But so just because my mind is stuck on influencer stuff really quick.
You're fine. Excuse me.
So outside of scrub companies, you've had other affiliate deals or something like that?
Yes, sir. Sometimes fitness, because I don't know if you know, every now and then I trickle in fitness into my into my niche.
No, which is good because your scrub company is like really well fitting. So
yes, sir.
Like for me, I got like a good chest and shoulders, so I need a little looser on the bottom part because I got that dad bod going on.
I feel you, man. I feel
you. But no, I really like because it's like I'm gonna buy a pair right after we get off of this because if it looks like it's like a mixture of like Under Armour and Scrub Tech type of stuff.
Yes, sir.
Is it like moisture wicking too, like kind of thing like that?
Yes.
Dang. All right, I'll get some. Because I like supporting people that are you're technically supporting me just by being here on the video with me, which I 100% appreciate. So every time where someone had something to sell or a course, I'll buy it because I want to support the people that are doing the thing out here. So I'll definitely get some off you. So what made you choose this type of like materials? Is it because you're really big into fitness too?
Yes, I am. And they are very breathable. And they're like very soft against your skin. Unlike, most scrubs out there, they felt like, like it was like a freaking
like
cardboard
paper on your skin. Yeah.
So with this, it kind of is very form fitting. And I like that about it. And it's very stretchy. It's very stretchy material.
No, that's what I like too, because like I was looking, I'm on your website right now looking at all that for like the females, for the males too. Like I was talking about it with one of my coworkers where like we would like scrubs that for her, she was like, I want to look cute every now and then. And for me, I was like, I want to look like I still lift weights kind of thing.
Yeah. Like I see a treadmill behind you, so I'm pretty sure you're still staying in shape.
I'm trying out here. But like the scrub, like we work in a procedural area, so we're given scrubs every now and then. So, but the scrubs, they're so boxy fitting that you just look like a box. You just look squarish. And it's like, if I'm not in the procedure rooms that day, I want to look cool. I want to look good out here.
I feel so you're an OR nurse, if you don't mind me asking.
Kind of. I'm in it's kind of like a cardiac OR. I'm in the EP lab, so EP cath lab area.
Oh, okay.
So we do sterile procedures, so you would have to be in. Stuff. Yeah, man. No weekends, no holidays.
Yes,
12-hour shift. So it's nice, man. It's nice.
I love that.
But yeah, like, so before we finish up here, I know you already went into it. Why should people buy your scripts? Like, give us the pitch.
So I think you're gonna be is very good, is better quality than what is out here for a fraction of the money you would pay for other scrubs, you know. And I'm very much flexible because of course not everybody's gonna like your product. And my return policy is pretty good. Is like, as long as you hit me up within 14 days, because I don't want, some people will actually use it and then call you and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And by the time they return it, you can't even resell it. So what I usually do, my return policy is just let me know within 14 days of receiving it. And, you know, I'll refund your money, no questions asked. But yes, I think you're going to like it.
So, okay. I like the pitch already. Why are you so nice? Like two things. Just from I've listened to so many like business podcasts, selling stuff. Like, I am looking at your scrubs. They are like half the price of what people are charging.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Like I said, these are the big dogs. If I'm gonna compete with them, you gotta put something that is appealing to people, you know, and you know, just that.
And then the return policy, like you said, that is an amazing return policy too. It's like 14 days, just hit you up.
Yeah.
And no questions asked. That's unheard of.
The only question I do ask every now and then is I ask them, you know, the reason why they don't like it, because I like feedbacks. And I'm like, you know, I will appreciate every feedback because I'm trying to make it better, of course. So I do ask them the reason, just in case, you know, if I have something I need to improve on my end.
No, I dig that, dude, because obviously from what you're saying to me, it's not the finished product yet. Like, this is
right.
a very good
a work
product.
In progress. This is literally the first version.
And then the feedback that you're getting is only going to get it even better and better, which is
correct.
A solid business plan, man. I dig it.
Correct. You know, at first I was like, you know, I didn't want to get my feelings hurt, but I'm like, this is business. This is people spending their money. You know what I'm saying? So if they're going to spend their money, I want them to get what they're paying for.
That's true, man.
So
I dig your pitch. And then if anyone wanted to contact you, how would they get to you?
I tried to respond to my DMs as much as I could, but quite frankly, it can get overwhelming. Between doing that and you know, running the business, responding to customers, all of that is all on me. So the best bet is to email me, which is NurseLoveOfficial@gmail.com. I try to check it at least every other day. Nice. And or just DM me.
And so I'm 5'6", 170.
Same height.
What scrub size should I be wearing, man?
So it all depends on how you like your stuff fitted. Because personally, if you see on the videos that I shoot, that used to be my small, my men's small, which is how I like my stuff fitted. But I've gotten feedback from some guys. They said that it was too small for them, and then the medium was too big for them. Which for me, it was perfect for my feet, but then I'm only 165. I'm 165, same height as you. It feels perfect for me. So what I did was, because I just got that feedback from, you know, a good number of guys, so I changed that right now to my extra small.
Your small is now the extra small.
The extra small, which is what I use in my video. So when I talk about way extra small, they're like, how? I'm like it's from feedback. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm currently out of small.
I just see that. I'm like, damn, I'm about to click small.
I'm trying to build a new small. That's a work in progress. I don't have that yet. But yeah, if you like it fitted like I do, then you might say extra small on the website, but when you get it, actually it's gonna say small because it's now technically my old small. Yes, and I wear the short version, of course, because I like my stuff.
I didn't even know you could do the short version.
Yeah, they're short, regular, and tall for the pants.
Oh, for the pants. Oh yeah, I'll definitely need short, bro.
Yeah, and then if you like this for the sweatshirt, I wear a medium just because I'm a little like bigger up here. And then for my jackets, I wear a large because of my shoulder. But yeah. So for you, if you like it fitted like that, it's gonna say extra more on there, but you know, that's what you're gonna be getting. And if you don't like it, of course, just hit me up.
No, that's dope. And so before you go, just question.
Do
you try to do you try to sell out of all your sizes before you do like the next batch?
The restock? No,
Yeah.
I do not. I get close to it, which some of the sizes I have run out of. Like I think I'm out of my like 2XL, like the bigger sizes, because I didn't get a lot of those first. I wanted to actually see how, you know, how people like the fit first. But yes, I tend not to wait until it's completely out.
That's
but
good.
Yes.
So like you're always trying to get more and more, because I know we're past the hour, but from what I saw
fine.
from
no hurry.
I know you got to make like 30, 45 videos today. So
you're good, brother. You're good, brother. You're good.
So from what I saw in like the fitness industry, like they just try to get rid of everything and then do like a blowout sale. So you're not like about that. You're just trying to make sure
I want to continuously be, you know,
be able to provide everything.
Correct. Because like I said, this brand is bigger than myself. It's not like, you know how some people are like, this is a side hustle, I just want to get this and sell it and make a quick buck. That is not the goal in this. Every money that I've made out of it is going straight back into the business, either for restock or new color. I have a new color that is on the way right now, because I'm adding green,
nice.
Yeah, hunter green to the colors that I have, so that will make it 7 colors. Right now, I started off with 6.
Dang. No, I really like your stuff. You'll be getting an order from me soon. I just need to find my wallet.
I appreciate it. I'm out here hustling, man. And when I'm like less, I guess like less busy, and I just want to do something different, I hop on my car and drive Uber. It's just like, yes, sir. And it's just.
Bro, all right. Okay, you're already making travel nurse money. You're per diem. You have your own business. Are you Ubering in that truck you got?
Yes.
That, bro, you are 100% a hustler out here.
And sometimes rent it out on Turo. It's like every money you get is money. That's the way I see it. It doesn't matter where it's coming from.
Okay. Since you have a business,
yes,
was a truck a write-off?
I got it before the business, but I'm trying to see how I can incorporate that as a write-off.
You got to, man. That's a huge expense that you could get ridden off, dude.
That is,
because I have the pickup truck for myself for my real estate business, and it helps a lot when it comes to taxes.
I bet. But the thing is, because I was reading up on some of the stuff, and they were like, you know, it had to be like what 6,000 pounds.
That truck is, what truck do you have? That's 6,000 pounds, 100%.
Because I thought so too, but then I googled it, and Google was talking about like 5,000 pounds. I'm like,
no, that's a 6. Is that a
is Ram 1500 2019 the limited?
That's 6,000 pounds, man. You're probably looking at net weight. It's gross weight that they look at. So whenever you bring it to your account and be like, this is it, Ram 1500. I'm looking
2019.
No, I'm 100%, because that's why I bought my Chevy Silverado, because it's like right at the 6,000 pound mark, and they're like, yeah, write it off. I'm like, dope.
You're like, hey,
like, and yeah, man, it's 6,010 to 7,100 gross weight. Yeah, write that off,
Okay.
bro.
Okay. See, you're dropping gems, bro. I like
No, I love hearing the businesses. I love like I said, this stuff is fun to me because obviously, like what we talked about, we don't have like the business degrees. We don't have the education for the entrepreneurial space that we're in. So the more we could talk with like-minded people, you making businesses, I got businesses too, where we could like help each other out, throw ideas around it. I hope for nurses specifically for this channel. First, we're giving you options of what kind of nursing jobs you could go into: travel nursing, staff nursing, per diem, whatever.
Yeah.
And then with the time you have, because we're only working 3 to 4 days a week usually, I'm hoping these nurses that are watching here are working on a side hustle, figuring out ways to make money outside of being at the hospital, being at the nursing home, wherever you work. I'm hoping that you are figuring out options to make more money, to elevate your life. And like,
I agree.
and like what you're doing, hopefully people see what I'm doing, what people see other people that I'm interviewing are doing. I'm hoping it's motivating people to be like, damn, I could be more than just a nurse out here.
Being nurse is great. You know what I'm saying? It's great, but there's more to life than just confining yourself to, clocking in and clocking out, somebody's time. And I don't know about everybody else, but personally, I love helping people, but it can get really draining sometimes. I don't want to do it all the time.
Yeah. And don't want to do it until I'm 60 or 65.
I work with people, they're like, yeah, I've been a nurse for 50 years. I'm like, how? You know what I'm saying? I'm only 4 years in, and I'm like, I'm ready to tap out. Or at least explore other options. But
yeah, man.
Yeah, they got more patience than I do.
That's the thing, and that's why I'm super proud of what you're doing. I'm gonna keep supporting what you're doing. And dude, I really appreciate you reading your DMs, saying that you would do this with me. And man.
And quick question for you, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Yeah, I know you did mention you have like businesses, real estate being one of them. Do you mind sharing, I guess, with me and whoever is watching, what else you do, and how did you get into real estate?
So we went into this a little bit before I started recording. I trade a lot of stocks in crypto, so I make a decent amount of money trading. And then when I started making tens of thousands to almost like a few $100,000 trading, when I talked to my accountant, they're like, you need to find ways to not get taxed out of the ass. And everyone from my accountant to friends that are very well off, that are like making like hundreds of $1,000s a year from their W-2 jobs, they're like, the biggest tax write-off is real estate. So real estate and businesses. So I was too scared to do what you're doing. Like I didn't have a niche. I didn't have anything like that. So the best of both worlds was make an LLC where I could buy real estate out of. And I live in New York.
Okay.
Expensive out here. So a lot of podcasts I listen to, one of them is Bigger Pockets, where they talk about real estate a lot. And they talked about investing out of state, finding property managers and all that. So I bought my properties out in Ohio.
Nice.
Never seen them other than like FaceTime with my property manager, buying them and then letting someone else pay down my mortgage for me over there, bring up my net worth while also writing off, since it's a business, I get to write off all the expenses, the mortgage interest, everything that I do for the business. My office. This is my office. Like,
that's pretty smart.
So like everything, once they told me I have to get into real estate, I started like what you did, started making a plan. How do I do it? How do I take advantage of it? And got into real estate that way. And then the more I was doing it, then I started seeing, like how things just start showing up on your Instagram feed, YouTube, whatever. Whenever you talk, someone's listening on your phone, and
it's very weird.
So it's like, so you start seeing people talking about it on YouTube, stuff like that. So they're like, why not try doing social media as well? Because you'll be able to, if you get big enough, if you do it well enough, that's another business you can make. So I have an LLC for my social media. And there was a time, like I was saying, when I was talking about stocks and crypto, doing technical analysis and teaching people how to do that, where I was making a lot of money off YouTube. But then again, you needed more tax write-offs. So I had to find ways to not get taxed like $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
So anything less than that was a win. So it was like, how do I do that? Talk with my accountant, have a lot of meetings with other people that are doing the right things. And everything came down to just making businesses and real estate, and then not even tax loopholes. It's for everyone. Maxing out 403bs, 401ks. I have kids, so maxing out their accounts just so we could lower everything down. And then like for the truck, it's a tax write-off. Like, yeah, I use it for business, but I also use it for personal use.
For personal use, right?
Like, and like, as much as people could say like, oh man, how much are you actually using it for business? How much are you actually using it for personal use? None of your business.
No. It is whatever you say it is.
Like, I use it for both, and that's what I write it off as. So
nice. So how many LLCs do you have?
I had 3. Now I only have 2. I closed one because I wanted to do like a lot of flipping of houses, but I was overextending myself. It was like, like you already know, it's already hard to run a business by yourself. I'm running 2.
Yeah.
And then I tried running a third one while trying to hire contractors and stuff. It was, my brain can't handle it. Got 2 kids. I still have to be a husband. I still have to be a dad. So I closed that one, but it's all coming back, especially that I changed this YouTube account from a finance stock crypto account to this, where it's like nursing, business, talking with people like you, where I'm not getting the tens of thousands of views, but I feel eventually it will. I feel eventually the brand deals will come back. I feel eventually things will start popping off, because I could feel more passionate about this. I don't have to prepare as much for this because I feel like I have enough experience to talk about nursing, talk about a little bit about the businesses that I do. I have a little bit of knowledge that you might not have, where we're trading back and forth, where we could talk about stuff like that. So that's me. That's the goal here. Like, real estate, social media, keep my nursing job to pay the bills if everything hitting the right way yet. Like, eventually try to replace my income so I don't have to do nursing anymore.
That's the goal.
I feel like I went on like a big tangent there, but I had to get everything out there.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I really I appreciate you sharing that too. And I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna text you my number on Instagram, because I would like to like keep in touch with you.
Oh, 100%, man.
Just bouncing off ideas and stuff like that. I like that.
I dig that, because I talk about, actually, I made two people that I message a lot on, we started off as like a podcast guest.
Yeah.
And now we just always bounce ideas off each other, because it's hard to be in the field that we're in and talk to people, because like our nursing colleagues or anyone in our work doesn't understand the hardships that we go through.
Like, really.
so yeah, man, I really appreciate that you find this conversation dope enough to keep me in mind when you have business stuff and things like that. That means a lot to me, because it means I'm bringing up topics that people should be listening to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like that.
So again, man, Godslove, this was a lot of fun. We're definitely gonna keep in contact, and I'll be buying some scrubs from you today.
All right. I appreciate the support, brother.
All right, man. Have a great weekend. And again, I appreciate you for hanging out with me.
No problem, man. Have a good weekend too.
All right. Peace.